If you're over 60 and your nights feel restless, your mornings sluggish and your body stiff before you've even had your coffee, you're not alone. As we age, sleep becomes shallow, digestion slows, and inflammation quietly steals our energy. But what if just one natural habit could gently reverse that? In this video, you'll discover how one humble seed, Chia, can help your body sleep deeper, digest better, hydrate naturally, and wake up feeling lighter in just 7 nights. Backed by science and rooted in ancient wisdom, chia seeds are packed with omega-3s, soluble fiber and magnesium, all essential for recovery, calm, and steady energy, especially for older adults. We'll walk through every step, from how to prepare chia seeds before bed, to the 7 healing benefits you can actually feel. It's simple, it's natural, and it works. If you're ready to take control of your evenings, like this video, subscribe and comment 0 below to let me know you're watching. Every night, while the world grows quiet, your body begins its most important work. It doesn't sleep the way you do. It restores, it clears toxins, repairs damaged cells, balances hormones, and resets your nervous system. But as the years pass, this silent process begins to slow. What once felt like deep, uninterrupted rest now becomes something fragmented. You wake up tired, your muscles feel tight, and your mind carries a fog that never quite lifts. The body, in its wisdom, still tries to heal, but it needs help. That help doesn't have to come in the form of medication, noise, or complex routines. Sometimes it comes in something small, something natural. Chia seeds, for example, are one of nature's quietest remedies, tiny, tasteless, but incredibly powerful. They contain tryptophan, an amino acid that helps your body produce serotonin and melatonin, 2 key hormones for emotional balance and quality sleep. They also hold magnesium, which soothes your nervous system and gently lowers the stress inside your body. The soluble fiber in chia supports your gut, while its omega-3 fatty acids reduce silent inflammation. All of this matters, especially after 60, because the body doesn't just need rest, it needs support while it rests. And when you give it that, even in the form of a nightly spoonful, something begins to change. The repair becomes more efficient. The morning becomes lighter. The body starts to feel like your own again. You don't need to overhaul your life, you just need to listen to the aches, the tiredness, the small signs that your system is asking for something softer. Supporting. Your body at night is an act of care, and it starts with the awareness that rest isn't passive, it's active healing. If you felt disconnected from your own recovery, or if your mornings don't feel like a clean slate anymore, try this small habit for a week. One change, one quiet gesture before sleep. And if something shifts for you, if your sleep deepens, if your energy softens, I'd love to hear it. Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear tonight. So, how to eat chia seeds at night the right way. If you want the healing to begin, it's not just what you take, it's how you take it. Chia seeds are gentle, but they follow nature's rhythm. To get the full benefit, especially for digestion and sleep, they must be soaked. Dry seeds are thirsty. If you eat them raw, they will draw water from your system, which can cause discomfort or even bloating. But once soaked, they become something different. They expand, they soften, they turn into a soothing gel that lines your gut and slowly releases nutrients through the night. That's where the real support begins. All you need is 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds mixed into a glass of water or warm almond milk. Stir and let them sit for at least 20 to 30 minutes, or overnight if you prefer. The result is not just a drink, it's a ritual. A quiet, nourishing gesture before bed that tells your body, you are safe now, you can rest. Some prefer to mix chia into chamomile tea or add a pinch of cinnamon or honey to create a calm, comforting flavor. Others turn it into a pudding with oat milk, letting it chill into something that feels like dessert, but heals like medicine. The key is consistency. Do it at the same time every night, about 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. This simple habit sends a signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. For older adults struggling with restless nights, late-night cravings, or poor digestion, this small step can become the turning point. Not a quick fix, but a steady hand. Try it for a week. Listen to how your body responds. And if you notice your sleep deepening, your stomach settling, your morning softening, share that. Someone else may be waiting for proof that something this simple can actually work. Night 1. Sleep deeper, longer, naturally. I remember talking to Henry, a retired mechanic in his 70s. He used to be sharp and energetic, the kind of man who could fix a truck with his eyes closed. But over the past few years, his sleep had changed. He told me he would fall asleep just fine, but by 2 a.m., his eyes would snap open. Sometimes it was to use the bathroom. Sometimes there was no reason at all. His mind would race and rest would disappear. He tried teas, he tried cutting caffeine, but nothing seemed to help. Then he started soaking chia seeds at night. Just 1 spoonful stirred into warm oat milk, taken about an hour before bed. He didn't expect anything, but something shifted. On the first night, his sleep felt heavier. He still woke up once, but it wasn't jarring. His body went back to rest easily, like it remembered how. Chia seeds are rich in tryptophan, which helps your body produce melatonin, the hormone that governs your sleep-wake cycle. They also offer magnesium, which calms the nervous system and eases the body into a quieter state. For Henry, that meant fewer interruptions, less tension behind the eyes, and a feeling he hadn't had in a while, waking up without dread. There's no noise here, no miracle claim, just gentle support given at the right time. If your nights feel shallow, or if you wake more tired than you were before bed, this might be where you start. Try 1 spoonful, soaked and slow. Let your body respond. And if you feel even the smallest change, if your rest deepens even by a little, share your story. It might help someone else remember what true rest can feel like. Night 2. Reduce. Late night hunger and cravings. Margaret is 68. She lives alone in a quiet suburb and reads every night before bed. But for the past year, she found herself getting up around 10:30 p.m. Not because she was hungry, but because something sweet was calling her name. A cookie, sometimes crackers with cheese, occasionally a handful of trail mix. She said it didn't matter what it was. Her body wanted to chew, to fill, to comfort itself. She also noticed she didn't sleep well afterward. Her digestion felt heavy, and her sleep light and broken. That changed when she started taking chia seeds. Just 1 tablespoon soaked in almond milk with a pinch of cinnamon, about 30 minutes before her usual reading time. She didn't expect anything to change, but by the second night the cravings were quieter. Not gone, but not urgent either. The gel-like texture of soaked chia expands in the stomach and creates a soft sense of fullness. Margaret described it as feeling nourished without feeling stuffed. It stopped the reach toward the pantry. Her sleep was deeper, and her stomach didn't feel like it had to work overtime. Chia's soluble fiber helps regulate blood sugar, and its steady release of nutrients keeps the body calm through the night. For Margaret, the shift was small but powerful. She didn't have to fight herself anymore. That made all the difference. If you often find yourself snacking late, not out of true hunger but out of habit or emotion, give this a try. Let your body feel full in a gentler way, and if you notice that change, that little space between urge and need, tell someone. Share it here, because small wins like that deserve to be heard. Night 3. Stabilize blood sugar overnight. There's a quiet battle happening in many bodies after 60, and most people don't realize it. It starts in the middle of the night, when your blood sugar dips too low or spikes too high, and suddenly you're awake. Maybe you feel a bit dizzy, maybe your heart beats a little faster than it should, or maybe you just can't explain why your sleep feels broken. For Thomas, a 72-year-old retired teacher, this was his norm. He would fall asleep fine, but wake up around 3 a.m. almost every night, restless and alert, unsure why. His doctor mentioned it might be related to glucose imbalances, something common in older adults. That's when he began adding soaked chia seeds to his evening routine. He didn't expect much, just a little extra fiber. But by the third night, something had shifted. He slept through the night, undisturbed. And more importantly, when he woke, He didn't feel that fog or morning crash he'd grown used to. Chia seeds slow digestion and allow for a gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream, helping maintain steady levels during the night. They also contain alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3, which supports metabolic function and insulin sensitivity. For Thomas, the result wasn't dramatic, but it was steady. That's the power of a quiet fix. If your nights are broken by unexplained wake-ups, or if your mornings feel unstable or cloudy, your blood sugar might be part of the story. A spoonful of chia, taken with intention, could be a simple place to begin. And if you notice that you're sleeping through, waking clearer, or feeling more balanced, I hope you'll share it. Someone else may be searching for a solution as simple as this one. Night 4. Support smooth digestion and morning comfort. Helen is 74 and has always been careful about what she eats. But over the past few years, even the lightest dinner left her feeling bloated in the morning. She described it as waking up with a rock in her stomach. She tried eating earlier, drinking herbal teas and walking after meals. Nothing made much of a difference. It wasn't until she added soaked chia seeds to her evening routine that something changed. Just 1 tablespoon in warm oat milk, left for 30 minutes before sipping. By the 4th night, Helen noticed that her belly felt softer when she woke up. No cramping, no urge to rush to the bathroom, just ease. Chia seeds are rich in soluble and insoluble fiber, both of which are essential for digestion, especially in older adults. When soaked, they form a gentle gel that moves through the intestines, helping to soften stool and support bowel regularity. But even more important, they feed the good bacteria in the gut, which play a key role in immune function, mood, and nutrient absorption. For Helen, this small habit gave her a morning she hadn't felt in years. Light, steady, and unhurried. Not dramatic, just better. If your mornings feel heavy or irregular, if you've been struggling with constipation or gut discomfort, this might be worth trying. Let your body work with something gentle. Give it a tool that doesn't push, just guides. And if your mornings begin to feel clearer, if you wake with less tension in your belly, tell us about it. There's someone else out there quietly enduring the same discomfort, waiting for proof that small changes still matter. Night 5. Ease morning stiffness and inflammation. As we age, inflammation becomes a quiet companion. It shows up in our joints, our lower back, and the slow way we rise from bed each morning. But it doesn't always have to win. Chia seeds contain alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 known for reducing the markers of chronic inflammation. They also offer antioxidants like chlorogenic acid, which help neutralize oxidative stress, one of the drivers behind joint stiffness and pain. Taken consistently at night, chia works in the background, supporting your body's natural repair. Processed during sleep, it doesn't mask discomfort, it supports your tissues as they heal. It's gentle, but over time, powerful. This was exactly what changed for Michael, a 70-year-old former firefighter who'd spent most of his career carrying heavy gear and working long shifts. In retirement, mornings had become harder. His knees were stiff. His hands didn't grip. The same. But 5 days into his chia routine, he told me something had shifted. It wasn't magic. His pain hadn't vanished, but he could stand up without bracing himself first. His joints felt more fluid, more willing. The soreness that used to linger into the afternoon was now gone by breakfast. For him, chia didn't erase the years, but it helped his body move with less resistance. If you wake with tightness in your knees, aching fingers, or that old familiar tension in your lower back, let chia become part of your evening care. Give your body the quiet anti-inflammatory support it's asking for. And if, like Michael, you notice a little more ease, a little more freedom in how you move, let us know. Someone else may be just one gentle step behind you, looking for a reason to believe healing is still possible. Night 6. Hydrate your body from the inside out. During sleep, your body quietly loses water through breathing, sweating, and natural metabolic processes. And for older adults, even mild dehydration at night can lead to dry mouth, dizziness, leg cramps, and that feeling of waking up already worn out. This is where chia seeds offer a unique kind of help. When soaked, they can absorb up to 12 times their weight in water, creating a gel-like form that slowly releases hydration throughout the night. More than that, chia seeds are rich in electrolytes, especially magnesium and potassium, which help your cells retain fluid and stay in balance. It's not just about drinking more, it's about holding on to hydration, where your body needs at most. That's what made a difference for Linda, a 69-year-old former nurse who often woke up feeling parched and drained, even after a full night's rest. She'd drink water before bed, but it never seemed to help. After adding a small glass of soaked chia to her nightly routine, things shifted. Her sleep felt more continuous, her legs stopped cramping, and in the morning, her throat wasn't dry. She described it as waking up inside her own body again. Hydration, she realized, wasn't just about quantity, it was about timing and delivery. If your mornings often begin with thirst, tight calves, or a sense that your body is running behind before the day even starts, this small nightly step could be what you're missing. Give your body water in a way it can actually use. And if you wake up feeling more restored, less brittle, or just a little clearer, tell us. Your voice might offer hope to someone still searching for comfort in the quiet hours of the night. Night 7. Support gentle detox and full body renewal. Throughout the day, your body collects more than just memories. It gathers waste from digestion, environmental toxins, byproducts of stress, and natural metabolic residue. As we age, the systems designed to eliminate these burdens, particularly the liver and colon, become slower, less efficient, and easier to overwhelm. That's where chia seeds step in quietly. Their high-soluble fiber content helps bind to waste in the digestive tract, forming a soft gel that sweeps through the intestines, encouraging smoother, more complete elimination. At the same time, chia is packed with antioxidants that help neutralize harmful free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage tissue, accelerate aging, and contribute to chronic inflammation. By taking chia at night, you allow this gentle detox process to happen while your body is already focused on repair. It's not dramatic, but over time, it creates space, internally and energetically, for renewal. That's what Mark, a 66-year-old widower, noticed after a week. He told me he wasn't expecting anything more than some help with constipation, but by day 7, his body felt lighter, his skin looked clearer. He said he had more energy in the morning, not a jolt, but a quiet clarity that made daily tasks feel easier. It was the first time in years he felt like his system wasn't dragging yesterday's weight into today. If you've been feeling heavy, dull, or stuck, physically or emotionally, this might be a place to start. Chia isn't a cleanse, it's a quiet companion to the body's natural detox rhythm. Try it for a week, let your system speak, and, if something shifts even just a little, share it. Someone else may be holding onto a burden that your story could help them begin to release. 7 nights. That's all it takes to begin noticing what your body has been quietly asking for. A little more rest, a little less inflammation, a calmer gut, steadier energy, and hydration that actually reaches your cells. Chia seeds don't force change. They support it. They move with your body's rhythm instead of against it. And when taken at night, they work while you rest, helping to regulate digestion, balance blood sugar, ease stiffness, calm the nervous system, and gently clear what no longer needs to be held. This is not about adding something loud or complicated. It's about creating space for healing to happen, softly and consistently. Many people spend years searching for what's missing in their health. More vitamins, better routines, another prescription. But sometimes it's not more than you need. It's less friction, less noise, less guesswork. And in that quiet, something changes. A seed soaked in water becomes a medicine for renewal. A simple act before bed becomes a statement of care. And a body that once felt sluggish or heavy begins to remember what ease feels like. The shift may be subtle at first, but when your mornings start to feel lighter, when sleep no longer feels like a struggle, and when your system moves with more clarity, you know something real has happened. So begin there. 1 spoonful, 1 night, then another. And if the fog lifts even just a little, if your joints feel looser, your mind steadier, or your digestion smoother, share it with us. You never know who is listening, waiting to believe that something this small can still make a difference. Your body speaks in quiet ways, through tired mornings, restless nights, and the stiffness that creeps in slowly. But healing doesn't always come with noise. Sometimes it begins with a single habit done consistently. Chia seeds may be small, but when taken at night, they support deep sleep, smoother digestion, steadier blood sugar, and natural hydration. Everything your body craves after 60. They don't force change. They nourish it. If you've followed along this far, maybe now is the time to try it for yourself. 1 spoonful, 1 week, no pressure, just an observation. Let your body respond and see what shifts. If you feel a little clearer, lighter, or stronger, share your experience in the comments. You never know who else might need your story. And if you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel so more people can find this gentle support. Healing isn't always loud, but it's always worth sharing, especially when it comes from within.